You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Monday Night Raw. Dare I say, was a good show. Wow.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who knew? Who knew? What's going on, everybody? RJD here. Stay tuned to the screen for the socials. That's right. RJD10K on Instagram. Follow me. RJ699 on Twitter. Follow me. RJD199. Follow me. And don't forget to follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Also follow What the Wrestling on Anchor and Spotify. What the Wrestling. Go like, comment, share, and subscribe on all of my social media. Starting the YouTube channel from scratch in case you didn't know.
Perfect.
So go hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. You already know. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I swear, why don't I have that soundbite yet?
You stupid.
It's all good. I'm going to get it soon. Welcome, everybody, to What the Wrestling. This is your What the Wrestling Raw review. I am your host, RJD. Dare I say Monday Night Raw yesterday was one of the best Monday Night Raws of the year. That ain't saying much. The bar is really low. But I will say that there's a lot of good that happened on this show. Liv Morgan versus the man, Becky Lynch, in the main event. There were some changes to the beginning of the show because the beginning of the show started off with the Drip God, Seth Rollins, with a promo, Kevin Owens with a promo, Big E with a promo, and then we had a cage match with those same three gentlemen involved in it. Big E versus KO in the beginning, and Seth Rollins got himself interjected into this. So, things got switched around last minute. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But I will say, this was a good match.
Oh, yeah!
So I'm happy about that. Good shit. Big E versus KO. The end came when both men tried to crawl out of the door. The story was KO trying to get out of the door. Both men tried to crawl to the door, but Seth Rollins appeared out of nowhere and slammed it into their faces. That is when I believe we went to a second commercial break after that. We saw Kevin Owens hit a frog splash for a 2 count. Big E then chased him up to the second rope and hit him with a big ending from the second rope for the win. Oh, well, then he went out the door for the win instead of making the cover. Whatever. So he made it out. He won the match. Immediately attacked by Seth Rollins on the outside. Then Seth Rollins attacked KO. Then Big E belly-to-bellied him and hit him with another big ending, messing up Seth Rollins. And that is how this segment went off the air. After the segment, everybody, after the commercial break, everybody was laying down, knocked the hell out. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? And then we find out that Bobby Lashley done whooped everybody's ass during the commercial break. So that is real interesting. Maybe this triple threat will become a fatal four-way. But what I will say is it was glad to see Bobby.
Respect my authority! Gotcha, bitch.
Basically whooping everybody. And later on in the night, we found out that he was tired of being disrespected. So we might end up with a four-way, which is not a problem by me. Let's give everybody the chance to shine and rock out and do well. This was a great way to start Monday Night Raw. Not even gonna lie. Very entertaining, very interesting. This was good. I liked it. Next, we had Queen Zelina versus not so much of a superhero anymore, Nikki A.S.H. This was about 2 minutes. Not like they didn't have good shit here. It just was too short. Zelina Vega wins, code red. Rhea Ripley looked and Rhea Ripley was disappointed, which makes me think Rhea Ripley is going to either A, go heel, or B, disassociate herself with Nikki Cross, because Nikki Cross is a loser. Next, we had the Street Profits versus AJ Styles and Omos. But before that, we had Randy and Riddle out there. He convinced Randy to put on these ugly looking blazer jackets for the RK Bro tournament, or the RK Bronament, whatever the hell this is. It was a tournament it's a tag team tournament, and the RK Bros were the special correspondents outside. Big pop for the RK Bros. Love everything they're doing. The end came in this match where Omos picked up Dawkins for a body slam. Ford finally got a tag, the hot tag to come in, fresh against AJ. He beating up AJ with a Furies of Strikes. Excuse me. Styles was able to get back on top, and he was going for the phenomenal forearm when Omos tagged himself in, but Omos got kicked out. Omos got kicked out, I believe. He got kicked out by, I think, Ford, and then I think he beat up Dawkins, but then Ford did a dive, and they were fighting on the outside, and he got himself counted out like an idiot. Riddle tried to interview AJ after it was over, but AJ was like, what the hell are you doing as a correspondent? This is weird. So,
you stupid.
This was a fun segment as well. Like Omos, I like the dissension between AJ and Omos. If they're trying to make a big star, Omos comes out of this bigger than when he went in. This is fine. Nothing wrong here. Gives the tag team something to do. I shall not complain. Damian Priest versus Robert Roode. They had themselves a good little match. The end came when Priest started to get fired up. After he was getting beat up for a while, he started to get fired up. Roode came back with the backstabber for a 2 count. Roode then fought out of the reckoning, almost rolled him up, but Priest finally caught him with the reckoning after escaping a roll up. A little while after that, he finally caught him with the reckoning for the win. Fun match, good match. Bobby Roode is great. Robert Roode, whatever you want to call him, he's great. Damian Priest, great. Can't go wrong here. I'm not gonna get mad. We got Doudrop.
Get the fuck out of here!
Still hate that name. Versus Bianca Belair. The only thing I can remember here is they teased Doudrop getting hit with the KOD, but Doudrop was too big and they missed it. And then she rolled out of the ring and decided to walk away and take the count out. They actually had, I think it was a good 5-6 minute match. I didn't think this was gonna get that much time, but you know, they always give their damn women they only give them 2 or 3 minutes to get their shit in, which is whack, but what are you gonna do? So it was all good. Doudrop did her thing. Doudrop is really good. She was good in NXT UK. She was good in Piper Niven on the Indies. She's good. They need to use her properly and get it right. Bianca Belair is who she is. This is not the last time these two will meet. Good stuff here. Then we had Miz TV. Miz had a segment, as always. Another talk show segment with Edge, who is his with Edge as his special guest. He was out there again, and he complimented Edge for bringing him out to a hot. I mean, Edge got hype about the compliments he got for bringing him out to a hot crowd. They talked and talked. Miz wanted to fight him, but he didn't want to mess up his $9,000 shoes, says Edge. That just ended up resulting in Edge making him fall, pretending to lunge at him, and he made his way towards the exit. Yes, he did get fired. Hit that way too soon, but all good. So he basically ducked up out of there, and that was that. Not bad. But stop the presses. They are not CM Punk and they are not MJF. If that's what you think, you're stupid. Next, we have Rey Mysterio the Mysterios versus Alpha Academy. Dominic got beat up what seemed like forever. And then they finally got the hot tag. They fought back. Dom avoided a moonsault by Gable and rolled them up for the win out of nowhere. Riddle tried to interview Alpha Academy after the match, but Otis just ended up slamming him to the mat like the dumb he is. And they kept it moving. Then we had Finn Balor versus T-Bar. Finn Balor wins with the coup de grace. Oh man, T-Bag, T-Nuts, whatever you want to say.
Wow!
How far the mighty have fallen. Remember when he was having crazy good matches on NXT TakeOver with Keith Lee? Remember when he had a good match versus Karrion Kross when Karrion Kross killed him in storyline? Remember when he was Dominic Dijakovic and we all hated him, and then as soon as he started getting involved with Keith Lee and we saw how great he was, we all loved him, and he was instantly a babyface? Remember that? Now we got this shit. Listen, love Finn Balor. He's one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. Can have a good match with anybody. Dominic Dijakovic is really good. They should have kept him as Dominic Dijakovic. They should have let him be who he was. He would have got over because he can talk a little something, but he's another guy who's very, very impressive in the ring. And he's tall. He's lengthy. He's like a taller Damian Priest. So I don't know why they didn't decide to run with him, but it is what it is. Sucks. Austin Theory then came out and attacked Finn Balor, took a selfie with him because he wanted to impress Vince McMahon.
Come get some.
Austin Theory will be getting his ass kicked by Finn Balor really, really soon.
You stupid.
Then we had the main event of the evening, Becky Lynch, the man, Big Time Bex versus Liv Morgan. These two lovely ladies killed it. And the crazy thing is, I don't care what nobody says.
Stop the cap.
Liv Morgan is one of the most improved wrestlers on this roster, period. Listen, when she was with the Riot Squad, okay? I knew she was good. I knew all of those ladies were good. We all know Ruby Riott was the one getting pushed the most, but we knew she was good. We knew she could wrestle. But I don't know what it is. Maybe I just didn't notice it before, but she wasn't wrestling this good 2, 3, 4 years ago. She just wasn't. I don't care what nobody could tell me that she was looking this good. Now listen, Becky Lynch is one of the 4 horsewomen, okay? So she knows how to wrestle. All 4 of those ladies, you can put them in with anybody, they will have a good match. That's why all 4 of those ladies were so competitive. And it just sucks because, not that it sucks, but it's just great to see Liv Morgan on TV. And she did her thing in this match. She will be getting other opportunities. Should she have won this match? No.
Stupid.
But what I will say is that it's going to be okay. She'll be back. She will have other opportunities because she showed up. She had the crowd behind her. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this isn't piped in crowd noise. They really, really like Liv Morgan. Awesome. This is awesome. And these two ladies had a kick-ass match. The end came where we had a return from commercial break, close 2 count. Becky Lynch maintained control. She kept trying to get the pin on her, but unsuccessfully. Morgan landed a Uranagi, finally stopping the man's offense. Morgan hit a slingshot double knee, which looked cool for a 2 count. She started building up a head of steam, hit a missile drop kick for another 2 count, which was cool. Then she put Becky Lynch. She put Becky in the disarmer. The man rolled over and tried to apply her disarmer, but Morgan got her foot on the rope. After she tried to give her the rock bottom, aka manhandle slam, she rolled Becky Lynch over. Becky Lynch then rolled her over to counter that for a 2 count, and Becky Lynch held the ropes and got the pin. Now, like I said, if you thought Liv Morgan was gonna win,
Stupid.
so no, she wasn't gonna win. But what I will say is that she did her thing, and I was invested into this match. Liv Morgan didn't come off looking better because Becky cheated. Like, if the end result is Liv Morgan winning the title, holding the ropes, showing her, listen, you cheated, I'm gonna cheat too, okay. But I don't think that's the story here. So I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but I do sincerely hope they figure it out, because that would suck. I think Liv Morgan,
You got fire.
you're on fire, girl. Keep it up. And I do think Becky Lynch will lose the title eventually, but right now Liv Morgan is the only one I see that makes sense, that could actually give her competition. That would make sense. Nobody else on that roster, no other women on that roster is like, oh, that's the next title winner. We don't have that person yet. So they're gonna feud. They're probably gonna fight again at day 1 because we the ones. But we'll see what happens and who wins. But I am very much so looking forward to seeing this match again, because Liv Morgan is good in the ring. She's much improved. I love her finisher. But I just want her, I want them to keep building her up, because she could be the next babyface challenger. But we got to see what they do. Got to see what they do. So that's all I got for you today. Quick announcement. Like I said, waiting still on verification for Apple, so I can be on Apple Podcasts. It's coming. Spotify, Anchor, I'm on there. Go check me out. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You already know, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Hit that like button.
Wow.
Show a brother some love, building it from scratch yet again. And that's all I got for you guys today. Check me out tomorrow for my NXT review. Until then, I am out of here. Peace.
Dom the Monko.